Hello, everyone. Welcome to English Listening Class. I'm Evelyn. Our channel helps you learn English. We help you speak better and understand more. Today, we will learn something very helpful. We will learn 50 common English phrases. You can use these phrases every day. Native speakers use these phrases a lot. They are short and simple. When you know them, your English will sound more natural. This will help your listening and speaking. You will also feel more confident. These phrases are good for many situations. When you talk to a friend, when you ask for help, when you order food, or just when you chat. We will practice with examples. You will hear how to use them. By the end, you will understand these phrases. You can use them easily in real talks. Before we start, please subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon too. This way, you will not miss our daily English lessons. Okay, get your pen and notebook. Let's begin. Part 1, Basic Greetings. Let's start with greetings. This is how people say hello. Phrase 1, Hey, how's it going? Phrase 2, What's up? Instead of just hi, try these. They are friendly ways to start talking. Example, you meet a friend at the store. You can say, Hey, how's it going? Your friend might say, Not bad, just picking up a few things. This sounds more natural than hello. Phrase 3, Long time no see. Use this when you meet someone you have not seen for a long time. Example, you see an old friend. You say, Hey, long time no see. How have you been? They might say, Yeah, it's been a while. I've been busy with work. Part 2, Asking how someone is. Now, how to ask how are you? There are other ways. Phrase 4, How are things? Phrase 5, How's everything? These are more relaxed and friendly. Example, you can ask, How's everything going at work? Or how are things with your family? Practice. Think of a friend who started a new job. Ask, How's everything going with your new job? Imagine they reply, It's going well. Thanks for asking. Part 3, Agreeing with someone. When you agree with someone, there are natural ways to do it. Phrase 6, Exactly. Phrase 7, That's so true. Don't just say yes. Example, someone says, Learning English takes time. You can say exactly. It's a step-by-step process. Example, someone says, It's been really hot lately. You can say, That's so true. I've been using the fan non-stop. Practice. Think, weekends are too short. Respond, totally. They just fly by. Part 4, Showing surprise or interest. We sometimes want to show surprise or interest. Phrase 8, No way. Phrase 9, You're kidding. Example, your friend tells you, I won the lottery. You can say, No way. That's amazing. These phrases help you sound more interested in conversations. Practice. Someone says, I met a famous person at the cafe. You say, You're kidding. Who was it? Part 5, Asking for a favor. To ask for a favor, try these. Phrase 10, Can you do me a favor? Phrase 11, Would you mind helping me out? These sound polite and friendly. Instead of just saying help me, which can sound a bit too direct. Example, you can say, Can you do me a favor and check this email? Or, Would you mind giving me a ride? Practice, You need help with a box. Say, Would you mind helping me carry this? Imagine the reply, Sure, I'd be happy to. Part 6, Offering help. When you want to help, you can say, Phrase 12, Do you need a hand? Phrase 13, Let me know if you need anything. These phrases show that you are willing to support someone. Example, if your friend is cleaning up after a party, you can say, Do you need a hand with the dishes? Example, If someone looks stressed, just say, "Let me know if you need anything." Practice. You see a friend carrying books. Say, "Do you need a hand with those?" Part 7. Talking about plans. When you're talking about plans, a very common phrase is phrase 14, "I'm down for that." This means you agree with the plan. Example, if your friend says, "Let's go to the beach tomorrow," you can say, "I'm down for that." It's casual and sounds very natural. Another similar phrase is phrase 15, "Sounds good." So, if someone says, "Let's meet at 5," you can reply, "Sounds good." These are simple but important for confirming plans in daily life. Practice. Someone says, "Want to grab coffee later?" You respond, "Sounds good. I'll text you when I'm free." Part 8. Ending conversations politely. Let's also talk about phrases for ending conversations politely. Phrase 16. "I'll catch you later." Phrase 17. "Talk to you soon." Instead of just saying goodbye, you can say these. These make the conversation feel warm and friendly. Example, after a chat, you can say, "It was great talking to you. I'll catch you later." Practice. Imagine ending a conversation with a friend. Say, "Talk to you soon." Take care. Part 9. Engaging the listener filler phrases. In many conversations, people often say things like, phrase 18, "You know what I mean?" Phrase 19, "Right?" These phrases help keep the listener involved. Example, you might say, "It's really hard to stay focused these days. You know what I mean?" Or, "That movie was really slow, right?" Practice. Take this sentence. "This weather makes me sleepy." Now add, "You know what I mean," and say it out loud. Part 10. Expressing emotions, good news. Now, let's move on to some useful phrases for expressing emotions and opinions in everyday English. These expressions help you sound more fluent because native speakers often talk about how they feel using short, natural phrases. If something makes you happy, you can say, phrase 20, "I'm so glad to hear that." Phrase 21, "That's awesome." Example, if a friend says they got a new job, don't just say good. Try saying, "I'm so happy for you. That's awesome." It makes your response more engaging. Practice. If someone says, "I passed the exam," you say, "That's great. I knew you could do it." Part 11. Expressing emotions, bad news. On the other hand, when you hear bad news, you can use expressions like phrase 22, "That's too bad." Phrase 23, "I'm sorry to hear that." Example, if someone says, "My dog is sick," a natural response is, "I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope it gets better soon." Example, if a friend says, "I didn't get the job I wanted," you can say, "That's really unfortunate. Keep trying. Something better will come along." Practice. Try saying, "I'm sorry to hear that," followed by a kind or hopeful message. Part 12. Showing understanding/sympathy. Sometimes you need to show understanding or sympathy. Phrase 24, "I get it." Phrase 25, "I know what you mean." These help you connect with the speaker. Example, if your friend says, "I've been feeling really stressed lately," a great response is, "Yeah, I get it. Life has been hectic for me too." These little responses are powerful because they show empathy. Practice. Think of a sentence like, "I can't focus when it's noisy," and reply, "I know what you mean." It's hard to concentrate with all the distractions. Part 13. Asking for clarification/repetition. Now, let's talk about asking for clarification or repetition in a conversation. If you don't understand something, don't stay silent. Use polite phrases like, phrase 26, "Could you say that again?" Phrase 27, "What do you mean by that?" Example, if someone speaks too fast, you can say, "Sorry, could you repeat that?" Example, if they use a difficult word, say, I'm not sure I get that. Can you explain it differently? These phrases help you stay engaged and improve your understanding. Practice. Repeat. Sorry, could you say that again? Part 14. Filler phrases to gain time. In casual conversations, people often use filler phrases like Phrase 28, let me think. Phrase 29, well, you know. These give you time to think and sound natural. Example, if someone asks, what's your favorite movie? You might say, let me think. Probably something funny like a comedy. Example, if you're unsure, you can say, I'm not really sure, but I'll check and let you know. Practice. Try saying, well, I guess I'd say yes or let me see. That might work. Part 15. Making suggestions. When making suggestions, use phrases like Phrase 30, how about? Phrase 31, why don't we? These are friendly and common ways to offer ideas. Example, if you and a friend are deciding what to do, you could say, how about we go for a walk? Or, why don't we try that new cafe? These expressions are softer and more polite than direct commands. Practice. You want to watch a movie tonight. Say, how about watching something funny tonight? Now follow with a friend's reply. That sounds perfect. Part 16. Changing the topic. Sometimes in conversation, you'll need to change the topic smoothly. Useful phrases include Phrase 32, by the way. Phrase 33, speaking of that. Example, you might say, by the way, did you hear about the new store opening? Example, speaking of movies, have you seen the latest one with that famous actor? These little phrases help you shift topics without sounding awkward. Practice. Imagine you're talking about lunch and then say, by the way, how's your brother doing? Part 17. Polite disagreement. Now, let's explore polite ways of disagreeing. In English, it's important to disagree respectfully. Phrase 34. I see your point, but. Phrase 35. I'm not sure I agree with that. Instead of saying you're wrong. Example, if someone says online learning is always better, you could say, I get where you're coming from, but I think it depends on the person. Practicing polite disagreement helps you sound respectful in discussions. Practice. Say, I see your point, but I'd look at it a little differently. Part 18. Showing surprise/amazement. When something unexpected happens, people often say phrases like, Phrase 36, that's crazy. Phrase 37, I can't believe it. These expressions show surprise or amazement. Example, if someone tells you a wild story, you can respond with, no way. That's insane. For example, I saw a bear near the lake. And you say, you're kidding. That's crazy. Practice. Imagine someone says, I traveled to 5 countries last year. You reply, wow, that's amazing. I wish I could do that. Part 19. Giving reassurance. Sometimes you want to give reassurance. Common phrases include Phrase 38, don't worry about it. Phrase 39, it's not a big deal. These are used when someone makes a mistake or feels embarrassed. Example, if someone spills coffee and apologizes, you say, don't worry about it. It happens. These phrases help calm the situation. Practice. Imagine someone says, I forgot to call you back. You reply, no problem at all. I know you're busy. Mini practice conversation. Let's take a moment to combine some of the phrases we've covered so far in a practice conversation. Imagine you meet a friend at a cafe. You, hey, what's up? Friend, not much. Just needed a break. You, yeah, I get it. Work's been really stressful lately. You know what I mean? Friend, exactly. I've been looking for something fun to do. You, how about we go to that new art exhibit this weekend? Friend, sounds good. Let's do it. You, cool. I'll text you the details later. Talk to you soon. This kind of back and forth builds your conversational skills. Quick practice round. Now, let's practice with a short exercise you can do out loud. I'll say a situation, and you can respond with the right phrase. Ready? Situation 1. Your friend tells you they got a promotion at work. How would you respond? You, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you. Situation 2. You didn't hear what someone said. You, sorry, could you say that again? Situation 3. A friend wants to go out tonight. You, sounds good. What time should we meet? Situation 4. You need a small favor. You, would you mind helping me with this report? Situation 5. A friend says they're feeling down. You, I get it. I've been there too. These practice exercises are simple but powerful. Repeating them out loud helps build confidence, and it trains your brain to respond naturally in real conversations. Part 20, Giving Opinions/Explaining Feelings. Let's continue with a few more everyday phrases that you'll often hear in conversation. When you want to give someone your opinion or explain how you feel about something. Phrase 40, to be honest. Phrase 41, honestly speaking. These are very useful. Example. If someone asks what you thought of a movie, you can say, to be honest, it wasn't my favorite. Example. If a meal didn't taste great, you might say, honestly speaking, it was a bit bland. These phrases make your speech sound more natural and sincere. Practice. Imagine your friend asks if you liked their cooking. You can say, to be honest, it was okay, but I think it needed a bit more salt. Part 21, Expressing Plans/Intentions. Now in situations where you need to express your plans or intentions, you can use phrases like Phrase 42, I'm planning to. Phrase 43, I'm thinking of. Example, I'm planning to start exercising more this month. Or I'm thinking of traveling next summer. These expressions are great for everyday conversations about the future. Practice. I'm thinking of learning a new language. Or I'm planning to watch that new series everyone's talking about. These are easy to use and make your speech flow more like a native speaker. Part 22, Polite Offers/Requests. In daily life, we often make offers or requests. Some polite ways to offer help include Phrase 44, do you want me to? Phrase 45, would you like me to? Example, if someone looks tired, you can say, do you want me to carry that for you? Or would you like me to help with the cleaning? On the other hand, when making a request, you can say, Phrase 46, could you please? Phrase 47, would it be okay if? Example, could you please send me the report by noon? Or, would it be okay if I borrowed your book? These polite phrases make your communication smoother and more respectful. Practice. Imagine you're offering to help with groceries. Say, do you want me to carry the bags? Now, ask for help. Could you please show me how to use this app? Part 23, Giving Advice/Suggestions. Sometimes conversations include giving advice or suggestions. Common expressions for this are Phrase 48, you should. Phrase 49, if I were you, I'd. Example, if a friend is tired, you might say, you should take a break. Example, if they're unsure about a decision, you could say, if I were you, I'd talk to someone first. These expressions are helpful and friendly. Practice. You should try that new restaurant. It's great. Or if I were you, I'd call her and explain everything. Part 24, Quick, Natural Responses. When someone thanks you, Phrase 50, no problem. Phrase 51, anytime. When someone apologizes, Phrase 52, it's okay. Phrase 53, no worries. When saying goodbye, Phrase 54, take care. Phrase 55, see you around. Phrase 56, talk to you later. These short phrases are used all the time and should become automatic for you. Final practice conversations. Now, let's wrap up with a few practice conversations using all the phrases we've covered.